Hey everyone, what will be the catalyst of the next market collapse and how does it pertain to stimulus? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in this video. But hey everybody, my name is Matt. I've been following the financial markets for over 12 years now, very closely on a daily basis. Just like with everything, when you watch something over long periods of time, you start to see patterns that form. Well, then you realize things become very predictable when you start to see the patterns over and over and over again. It's the same thing with the financial markets. Well, you might be wondering, okay, great, that's cool. Now, how does this pertain to stimulus? Well, I'm actually going to get to that in just a minute. So during this time, whether you watch the financial markets or you don't, you probably hear it in the headlines, right? Financial markets, the stock market, it's up 1%, 2%, it's up every single day. Day after day, week after week, month over month, for the last several months now, it seems that this thing continues to go up every single day. Now, of course, it doesn't go up every day, but it does go up a lot, and it has been going up a ton over the last few months here. Is this something to be paying attention to? Is this something that is alarming? Yeah, absolutely. Is this sustainable? No, it's not. Is it sustainable for short periods of time? Sure, it can be. Anything can happen for short periods of time. However, everything will eventually revert back to the mean. It happens every single time, and it will happen once again. But there are a few things right now, as I watch the financial markets, I look at a lot of different things. There's something that I see right now that is blatantly obvious that could possibly be the catalyst for the next collapse. I haven't heard anybody talking about this, and I don't know why it is so obvious. And maybe some people are just saying, hey, let's keep it our little dirty secret, and let's not tell anybody about this until the market rolls over and collapses, and then we can say, see, look, it was right there. It was so obvious. Well, I could be totally wrong too, which, that happens too. I could be totally wrong with this. But it is something that I've noticed over time, over history, that typically does make the market roll over. And this is, what am I looking at? Well, it's interest rates. Interest rates, something so simple. I typically look at the US 10-year. It's kind of just like the basic benchmark that I like to look at just to kind of see, hey, where are interest rates sitting right now? Well, if you've been watching this metric over the last, few months, it hasn't been that many months, just a few months ago, interest rates on the 10-year were at about 0.5%. As of this recording, interest rates on the 10-year are 1.3%. Can you see what I mean? Interest rates have gone up significantly. Typically in a market when interest rates are rising, the market doesn't like that, and the market typically rolls over as a result when interest rates go up. So, this is something that I'm watching closely, especially over the last week or so. Rates have gone up quite a bit, and I still haven't heard anything about it. So it's like, are people not watching it? But for sure, people, the professionals, they're watching this stuff. They know what's going on. They are the ones that control all the money, and ultimately, they control the market. So, anyway, now you might be wondering, okay, that's cool. Again, are you going to talk about stimulus? Yeah, let's talk about stimulus here for a minute. Think back to early 2020. What happened in March? I'll give you a little hint. The market was at record highs, it peaked out, and it literally rolled over and collapsed by about 40% in a matter of about a month. In a month's time, the thing went from all-time highs to collapsing 40%. So, where do we stand right now? Well, we're basically sitting in the same position. We're sitting at basically all-time highs right now, going up time after day after day, day after day after day after day. It is not sustainable to continue moving higher like this on a daily basis. So we're basically sitting at all-time highs right now. If this market were to happen to roll over, we can look back in history just 1 year ago and see, what did Congress do? Well, as the market was rolling over, collapsing day after day, a few percent, some days it was down like 7, 8%, 10% in a single day. The market was going down. So it was going down very, very quickly. What did Congress do at that same time? They passed, in the history of the United States, the largest relief or stimulus package that has been known to mankind in the United States. The $2.2 trillion CARES Act. How many days do you think it took them to pass that package? I don't know the exact days, but it was something like 10 days. It took them about 10 days to pass that package and get this thing rolled out. It took them virtually no time. After that package was passed, how long did it take them to pass the next package? I'll give you a little hint. It was about 9 months. It was about 8 or 9 months. It took them to pass the next one. Well, how long does it take them to pass this next one? Again, it's taking them several months. Well, what happens when the market starts to roll over? They do whatever they can to print up a bunch of money and plow it into the market to revive the thing and to backstop the market. They do it every single time. They did it back in 2008. They'll do it again when the market happens to do that once again. The market cannot continue to move like this. Now, it can continue going like this for a while, of course. It can keep going much longer than many people think it can. However, the party will end someday, and many people are going to get hurt incredibly badly, just like in 2000 and in 2008. It's going to happen. Maybe you don't like me because of this video, but you know what? I'm just telling you the truth. It'll happen again. And it's going to happen probably sooner than later. But my point is, when we come back to stimulus, for those of you who are wondering and thinking, hey, when's the next stimulus package going to be approved and when's it going to be passed? Well, I can tell you this much. One of the catalysts for that happening would be a massive decline in the financial market. When that happens, which it will happen, when it happens, you're going to watch Congress scramble to approve trillions of dollars of stimulus once again and pull out their bulldozers and plow it into the market to keep that thing up. That's kind of the name of the game. If you haven't noticed, they do it every single time. Why do you think the market collapsed in early 2020? It pegged the bottom and has been a rocket ship ever since, going straight up. Why? Because they're pumping trillions of dollars into it. That's why. It's tons of money being pumped into it. Same thing will happen again. So anyway, that could be the catalyst for the next market collapse. Interest rates, keep an eye on those. We'll have to see if I'm right here in the next couple weeks, couple months. We'll have to see where we're standing. I'm excited to put this video out there so we have record of this, and then we can look back. Maybe in a couple months from now, the market's down 30, 40, 50%. And we can look back and everybody's saying, oh, look, it was so obvious. Interest rates, they've been going higher. Nobody's watching it. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. You never know. Maybe the market's 50% higher in a month from now or 3 months from now. We have no idea. But either way, hope this helps you out. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you watching this. Just me going off on another rant. But I really enjoy it, and I hope you can learn something from these videos. You just got to watch everything. Everything is very, very closely correlated. Whether you think it is or you think it isn't, everything's very closely correlated. Same thing with Bitcoin. We'll probably see some type of massive collapse in Bitcoin as well. However, it would just be a massive buying opportunity. So anyway, enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.